You know what time it is. It's your boy Hammer Vong, and welcome to Hammer Time Cooking. On today's episode, I'm gonna teach you one of my favorite recipes. This dish is called Pat Si Ew. Pat means stir fry, and Si Ew means soy sauce. So I was blessed enough to go to Thailand. My wife, she's a master planner, and she was like, babe, pack your bags, we're going to Thailand. We got to sightsee, and we even got to take a cooking class. We booked this class through Airbnb Experience, and let me tell you, it was a super fun one. So we got to go shopping at the local market. We shopped for fresh ingredients, and then we came back to the casa. And you can see, wifey's over here making some pad thai. So I opted to learn how to make Pat Si Ew because it's my favorite, and this is how it turned out. Now I won't be sharing the Aromdi cooking class recipe, but I'll be sharing my Hammer Time special. First things first, for ingredients, you'll need some gailan, some Chinese broccoli. We'll need 2 to 3 cloves of garlic, 1 large egg or 2 medium-sized eggs. You can find your fresh rice noodles at your local Asian market. I found mine at 99 Ranch. Now for our special Pat Si Ew sauce, I'm using some fish sauce, some oyster sauce, some dark soy sauce, some Golden Mountain sauce, and some OG soy sauce. Now, I know there's a lot of sauces going on in this recipe, so feel free to take a screenshot of the ingredients right here and make sure to look in the description below for a detailed breakdown of it. Now for our fresh rice noodles, I bought the one that's already pre-cut, and these are super easy to use. You just have to separate them. If they're too cold, you can just warm them up and separate it so it doesn't break and crack. Now this part's totally optional. You don't have to add dark soy sauce to this part, but I'm adding it because the noodles were just a tad bit dry, so I'm adding it to add some color and a little bit of moisture to the noodles. That way when it cooks in the wok, it has some color and some extra flavor. To prep our Chinese broccoli, it's very easy. All you have to do is cut off the dry ends, then cut them thinly sliced at an angle. If you cut the broccoli too thick, it may not cook all the way through, and then you'll end up with crunchy Chinese broccoli, and that's not the ideal flavor. Now, if you have a hard time finding Chinese broccoli, you can always substitute it with regular broccoli. Next, we'll roughly chop up 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. Now for my garlic lovers, feel free to add as much garlic as you like, but for myself, I don't want it overpowering this whole dish, so I'll stick with my 2 to 3. So you can use any protein you like for this dish. You know, at the restaurants, it's ideally served with chicken or beef, sometimes pork. Now I had some pork on hand in my freezer, so that's what I'm using. So the biggest tip I can give you when cooking any protein for Pat Si Ew is making sure your meat is cut thinly. Pat Si Ew, like most stir fries, it's cooked very fast. So if it's thin, it's gonna cook quick. To flavor our meat, we're gonna use 2 teaspoons of dark soy sauce and a half a tablespoon of soy sauce. Next, we'll add 2 teaspoons of vegetable oil. This is gonna help prevent the meat from getting sticky icky on the wok. Now all you have to do is mix everything with your hands and set it aside. Now for our Pat Si Ew sauce, we're gonna need 2 tablespoons of oyster sauce. If you wanna make this a vegetarian dish, you can always use mushroom sauce instead. The umami flavor will be there. We'll need 2 tablespoons of low sodium soy sauce. I prefer the low sodium soy sauce because it doesn't get the dish too salty. Next, we'll add 2 tablespoons of dark soy sauce. Now what makes this soy sauce different from regular soy sauce is it's lighter and it's actually sweet. Last but not least, we'll be using a half a tablespoon of fish sauce. So fish sauce, aka tak tre, has been my special ingredient for a lot of my recipes, so make sure you have a bottle on hand. Now let's get to the stir fry. So we're gonna add 2 to 3 tablespoons of vegetable oil to our wok. So this is gonna go pretty fast, and I have all my ingredients to the side. Allow the wok to get hot, and we'll add in our marinated protein. Now you can hear that nice sizzle on the wok, and that's exactly what we're looking for. So we want to make sure we spread our meat around the wok. That way our meat gets a nice sear and it cooks evenly. I think it's important that we add color and a nice char to our meat, so when we eat the final product, it looks super delicious. Now we'll give our meat a few tosses, and once it's ready, we'll just set it aside. Mind you, we're going to be cooking this a second time when we add it to our noodles, so if your meat's not cooked thoroughly right now, it will finish in the second half. In the same wok, we'll just wipe it down and then add another tablespoon of vegetable oil. Next, we'll add in our chopped garlic. We want to bring out the nice aromatics from the garlic, but we don't want to burn it. So I cooked this all in one take, and I was super scared that I would burn the garlic, so instead of leaving it in the wok, I actually took it out. Nothing's worse than burnt, bitter garlic. So there's an art in becoming a wok master, and I am far from it. You gotta be able to tame the flame, and an inside kitchen doesn't do it justice. Next, we'll add in our egg. TBH, I rushed the process here. So the wok didn't get hot enough, so the egg started sticking just a little bit. It's all gravy, baby. You know, we're gonna make this into a scramble anyway, so let's keep things moving. I just wished it looked good on camera. Like right now, oh! I'm showing you guys how to cook Patsy Ew, and it's looking like Patsy Ew. Alright, besides the eggs getting all ugly, let's add in our Chinese broccoli. We're gonna get the Chinese broccoli all nice and tender. The leaves are gonna wilt just a little bit. We'll stir fry these greens for a little bit, and then we're gonna add in our meat, our garlic, and our eggs. Now when you listen to that sizzle, I didn't add any extra marinade. That's the meat juices coming out of the cooked meat while it was resting. It's gonna add extra flavor to our gailan. Now this is where our meat gets cooked through thoroughly, and we start adding in our noodles. Alright, so we'll allow the noodles to get nice and warm, and then we'll add in that nice sauce. What I love most about this sauce is it isn't just for Patsy Ew. It's super versatile. You know, you can use the same sauces and make multiple dishes. Like I actually use it for a different type of stir fry. This one's actually similar to my chalo glat, and this sauce is great for marinades too. Going back to our Patsy Ew, you can see that the sauce is cooking down and it's adding great color to our stir fry. To bring our Thai flavors in together, we're gonna add a teaspoon of sugar. Now it's not gonna overpower the salty and umami flavors, but it's gonna bring some balance to it. And this is pretty much it for Patsy Ew. To make it taste like the restaurants, we're gonna make a chili vinegar sauce. We'll add 1 tablespoon of chili sambal, and we'll add 1 tablespoon of white vinegar. So this is a quick and easy way to bring spicy and acid flavors to your Thai dish. Now simply mix the 2 ingredients together, and that's pretty much it for that. Now we can lightly drizzle on that spicy vinegar sauce on our Patsy Ew. Okay, since this plate is for me, I'm gonna add 1 more drizzle of that spicy vinegar sauce. See, now it's looking like Patsy Ew. Ladies and gents, I present to you my Patsy Ew. I hope you get to try out this recipe. Now don't forget to hammer that like button, leave a comment, share it with your friends, and if you haven't already, subscribe to this channel. Akon very much, and I'll see you again next time.
Hell yeah.
That's why that one's my favorite, y'all.
Woohoo! Mmm.